The Tale of Peter Rabbit, based upon the books of Beatrix Potter. This is Peter Rabbit. He lives here with his mother, Mrs. Rabbit, and his sisters, Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. One morning, Mrs. Rabbit said, "I am going out, children. Now run along, but don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden." Then Mrs. Rabbit picked up her basket and her umbrella. She walked through the woods. Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail were good little rabbits. They went to pick berries. But Peter was a naughty little rabbit. He ran to Mr. McGregor's garden and squeezed under the gate. Peter sat in the garden and ate lots of radishes. Then, feeling sick, he went to look for some parsley to make himself feel better. He went around the corner and met Mr. McGregor. Mr. McGregor ran after Peter Rabbit. He waved a rake and shouted, "Stop, thief!" Peter ran into a net and got caught by the buttons on his blue jacket. Then Mr. McGregor tried to trap Peter. Peter wriggled out, but he lost his jacket and his shoes. Peter jumped into a watering can to hide. Mr. McGregor was looking for him. He looked under all the flower pots. Then Peter jumped out of a window. He knocked over some flower pots and he got away. Mr. McGregor was tired of running after Peter. He went back to work in his garden. Peter heard the screech-scratch of Mr. McGregor's hoe. He climbed up to look across the garden. He could see the gate. Peter ran as fast as he could. Mr. McGregor saw him, but Peter didn't care. He slipped under the gate and was safe at last. When Peter got home, he was so tired. He flopped down on the floor. Mrs. Rabbit was cooking. "Where have you been, Peter Rabbit?" she asked. Peter Rabbit was not feeling well. Mrs. Rabbit put him to bed and made him some tea. But Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail had bread and milk and berries for dinner. The end.